Hello, Pax. This is the we are talking of the on the how the human cells and how to variate it. I'm talking about the biology here today and to engineering. As I told my last episode, I was talking about the human cells and what is human cells basic information and how my own vision how we human can be protected. So this is telomerase and what I was talking about in this human DNA chromosome stranglers what is divided, how we can replace it as a telomerase which are always getting shrinking every time when it reproduce, and there is a 100% when it percentage when the first time and then it's shrinking to 50 perhaps, but yeah, usually the percentage is something like 88, 99. There is some Gaussian. So the mathematician we will say if the value of the telomerase will be t, it will be derived at t telomerase. The change value will be lambda on the t0 value, which will be kind value, and the derivation which will be lambda a value, and this a lambda a value alpha value will be mean the duration of the human to telomerase senescence. The senescence speed. The senescence speed varies between a species and the cell organism. So every cell doesn't have the same senescence speed, and that's all. And so on. What do we want to do to reproduce? How we reproduce a TL and telomerase? When we can just smaller and smaller particles, we have used it on the medical engineering and Medicare, and we know the toxins and TB. We know there is hundreds of millions different types of the cells and systems of the human body organisms. And the human is always looking for to answer and to get better with himself. Genetical engineering is simple. We are creating on the cell lines which are doing where cell lines, and this we are to the programming itself, the new cells. We have to already get it to know with the DNA have a cartridge full of humans. Now we're taking the human DNA banks, and this is DNA banks. We will know every humans have their DNA going. We have it their lifetime program it. We have computers driving towards ourselves and helping how we work into it. So these cell lines are systematically what we are creating them. Do we have some class aspect, and we are getting very cold condition keeping the cells, and then we have some things as very small created and nanorobots. These nanorobots can just get available. There are programmed very small components have been created, and they are programmed by using our computers, and we can get the information. So they are created using nanorods, so very small the carbon to the structure which have been created. These nanorods we are using nanorods to very small the carbon atom system. They are absolutely strong, and these have values like a strongity, length, and they are even to get to the firm human on the space elevator needed, because the values they have a low strength versus the weight. That's given to the greatest also to make it a nanotechnology. We know that the basic elements are one called the smaller level to imagine what we have the tools to be content in. We have of course observation to the super small the microscope which can observe in thousands and thousands when we are using some light techniques. So we have a 10,000 ability to the zoom on these microscopes, which we are using some atomic derivatives. When the light can only zoom somehow 8,000 times the maximum value, and the 60 nanometer value at the more to some microscope which we use on the electron power, so we power it on the electrons. This is just the technology keeping in itself, but always needed to new things to be engineering. This kind of the nanorods are given it simple. We are taking the basic material out there, and then there are very small of the rails which we call the through of these nanorails, and these nanorails have a very small current go in and we have to create a lot of them. So we need a lot of first tools making these lines, and then we have a tools and we go through it. Is it as simple as ever? As I was told. So this is a good beginning of the system, and I think so we are going to engineer. What is engineering here? Engineering, we create bridges. Whoa, the bridge is the same system. Is a river here, we need to overcross. So we build the bridges here over it, and just there is a road, and we know the ropes, there is a pillars, and there is a forest. Hang on, this is a simple system. In the same system, we need here, of course, a concrete perhaps, and a steel alloys, and we created by this. They're taking the work time of the labor power, which are some the bridge builders are doing the jobs. They're needing to the electricity to heating up to the poles and molten them to then bank them, and that's physical works. There are what is more robotic is called the sugar. That means that when we're bridge building, the human cells bring in the same principalities. This time, however, our tools are much smaller and more sophisticated, specifically the tools which are using wireless. We using the wireless, the blue light laser, which have a lot of different even to the medication system. Actually, blue laser we can use it when we have a more powerful. It's a very better cutting tool. Also in the cell walls cutting tool, which we using not anymore to the syringes or the specific cutting knives, but we are going to the towards lasers. Also these lasers can heal and to the taking, so it can merge the different and the heal of the systems. So that's a blue laser. We use the blue laser cutters. We are also going to need is a blue cutter. When we use it very small, we can create maneuvers on the blue cutter, different properties of the nanorods and component. Then the components we are derived together, of course, them nanorods all the time. The nanorods we attach to the different nanorods, and then we have some systematic. Inside this nanorod we can put inside different atoms and materials and derive what you need, basically need, we just have here. So to cross the bridge, and they're going to the same, and the system is derived to this system. And inside here the nanorods we have a lot of systematic and keeping this working on the way we have it always visit and towards something or good. This is part simple understand to the system principality. Well, there's another report, then are just of course injected the human bodies, and when they develop they will be extend the human immunization system. They will be same time having those small indicator in this, and when example taking the human cells, every time there is some DNA derived, it's just that this can detect them, and if there is some programmed extend cells, these nanorobots can extend. So this will be another thing how we have now extend using. We have white cells, we have lymphocytes, and we have T cells, all kind of the different field. How we just using them? We using them, we are having them, but we are just manipulating them a little bit. We are changing how to have attachment. We have changing specifically. We know the HIV virus, and there is a countermeasure. We know exactly what kind of the tube, how it attaches, and because we know that it's using all the different systems, we can use it the same system with HIV virus. It have a riboflavin and realizing what's the attitude system mechanism. The H virus itself, the RNA, we have a prototype. If this system derivative available see the HIV virus, it can immediately cross because we are programming antivirus it against. So everything we are always, if there is some cause trouble, we can always get it against them.